Hey everyone, welcome back, y'all. We are back to get caught up this week. I have been off for nearly a week trying to play catch up with a lot of sleep and taking care of one of my chihuahuas who has not been feeling the best. I have 3 chihuahuas. Jaya is my youngest. She is 4.5. And y'all, she suffers from epilepsy and pancreatitis. And her pancreatitis was just acting up like a fool. So with that being said, she is doing much better, and so am I. I was really exhausted this past week, so I needed to take some time off. So we are back to do our home section of our cash stuffing. We are going to funnel out the rest of the money of the windfall that I had this month. And with that being said, it's going to be a much larger cash stuffing. We still had $1,908 left in that windfall, and I decided where exactly we're going to need to be putting that. I still have not done my bill or debt update, y'all, and we are almost at the end of April now. But I will get back on that and get that taken care of and share that with you here shortly. But we're going to go ahead and work in our home section today. We have went ahead and moved all of our holiday and celebrations envelopes out of here since our Christmas is now fully funded. Our pets Christmas is fully funded. Our penny challenge is fully done already for the year, and we're just down to finishing up some decorations for our black Christmas tree that we are doing this year for Christmas. So with that being said, let's go ahead and show you what we will be putting into these envelopes today. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Danya's new sport. So we've got 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, and 900. This was the last of the money from the windfall. So that is $1,900 there. And then the extra $8 I'm just leaving in my bank as a buffer. So that was 19, 2,000. Nope, 19, I wish it was 2,000. 19, 19, 20, 40, 60, 80. Now, 2,000. 2020. Try to keep these all sectioned off. 2030, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And then I have 4 $1 bills. So $2,094. And that is the last of the big cash stuffing that I have. So with that being said, it will be going back down to smaller denominations after today. So our first envelope here is our second rotation that we are going on right now with our house down payment. We are doing the 100 envelope challenge. We've already completed it once. We are just barely into baby steps number 2 on it. So we've completed envelopes number 1, 2, and 3. And today we are going to complete envelope number 4, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4. But we're going to readjust that because I am sticking the extra $1,900 from that windfall also into our second rotation on our home deposit. But we just feel the need, I talked to my husband about it, that this is the most important thing going on right now that we need to really get ahead on. So now we've completed envelopes 1 through 4, but we've also put an additional $1,900 in here. So we are well on our way to really boosting this envelope up so that we can get into rotation number 3 and then at least rotation number 4. Because we want to have a house, we want to move, and that's just the way that we want to do things. So our next envelope is moving. And moving is getting a 20 and a 10, so that's 30. And just so y'all know, we did not do our cash stuffing on Monday. So we moved our additional money that we normally do on a Monday into this binder to bulk this binder up. And then we will start our new binder for Mondays this next coming Monday. So that's another reason why I'm stuffing more in these envelopes today. 1 month ahead, we are in month number 3 of our fully funded 12-month in advance fully funded situation for emergency fund for housing and all of those things. And just to let you all know, y'all, oh my gosh, in week 1 for groceries, because any leftover money for groceries is what funds this envelope. So week number 1, we went over in groceries. We were at $250. I allot us to get $200 per month for groceries for budgeting. And with that being said, we ran over in week number 1 and we ended up spending $250. In week number 2, we didn't do any grocery shopping. So I still had $150 out of the $200 for week number 2 because $50 from week number 2 was pushed into week number 1 because I ran over. Week number 3, I was supposed to be spending some money out of my account for groceries. I had $200 that week for week number 3. And y'all, because I had been fighting with Xbox, who was double charging me for an account that I kept going after them for, I got reimbursed for that. And I believe, if I remember right, I think it was $108. It was either $105 or $108. I think it was $108. And with that reimbursement, the grocery money that I was planning on spending, I used that reimbursement. It came in this exact day that I was going to be getting groceries. And I only had to pull $3 out of my pocket for groceries. So I was able to retain $197 for the week for groceries and put it towards this. Now, I will not be filling this envelope until the end of the month, but just note, $197 is actually for week number 3. And week number 4 coming up, we are not grocery shopping. I have filtered in that since we have such a large prep pantry still, that we are doing groceries every other week. Now, I'm going to still allocate the $800 per month, which is the $200 per week for groceries, but knowing that I'm going to be only doing grocery shopping every other week while we're using our preps and things of this nature, we're just going to continue to save a ton of money, y'all. So just so you know, by the end of this month, there'll be another $547 for this month going into this envelope, which means out of my pocket, I spent $253. Now, also remember that we had the reimbursement from Xbox that helped us with that as well. So huge cash stuffing coming up at the end of the month for this situation. So after our 1 month ahead, we do have our next envelope, which is our canned good envelope, and we are sticking $30 in there as well today. So 20 and 30. And we are bulking this up because I'm going to be stockpiling, backstocking more canned goods and dry goods and things of that nature. So canned goods is done. Shaking my camera is done. The next one is dry goods. Same thing. $30 is going into dry goods. And again, remember that I am not doing or making up a cash stuffing for Monday. And I just rolled that money over into this week's envelopes here instead. Which isn't a bad thing, y'all. Because I need to be getting these all bulked up too. Alright, after dry goods, we have our emergency prep. That is also getting $30 today. Let's see, did I open that envelope? Some of these zippers go one way, some of these zippers go in the opposite direction, so I kind of get confused. Just to let you know, I have taken a major hit with my Uber this week, and I am way over on my Uber fees this week due to the fact that Danya, this is my car for my husband and I, he takes care of that. He takes care of the car insurance, and the car he takes care of once a month. Maintenance, he's going to start putting in every single week for maintenance. And for that, I think he said it, I believe it was a 10 that he's putting in. Danya is in the middle of cheer tryouts now, so Now we're in another sport, y'all, and the Uber fees are just astronomical. Driving her to the high school every day in Uber, we are putting $10 into car maintenance because he wants to start bulking this one up. So he's going to start putting in $10 a week for car maintenance. The charges with my Uber is astronomical this week. Taking my daughter, like I said, to the high school is quite a bit out of our way. And I have to pick her up from school and then take her and then come back home. Now, she does have a ride coming home, but she doesn't have a ride going to. So with that being said, my ex-husband and I are still splitting the cost of that, just like we do any other sport that she has. And y'all, it's running me about $25 to $30 a day. Whew. And I'll be honest, if you were driving our car, it wouldn't cost you 15 cents. So just keep that in mind when I show you our Uber fees next week, because it is crazy. All right, after that, we have our... Ooh, hold on. Yes, we have our household stuff. I forgot. I felt envelopes in the back and got confused. I forgot that I put those envelopes that are fully funded already in the back. So we are doing $30 into household. This is anything that is non-edible for household that we need. And then our last one for today is going to be emergency cash. And emergency cash is also going to get 30. So Uber is kicking my rear end, but fingers crossed that Donnie makes the team. I'm hoping she does, y'all. This is her first time ever trying for tryouts for cheerleading. And I'll be real honest, she's never had any cheer in the past. She's never had any dance. She only did gymnastics for a short amount of time when she was younger. So, with that being said, hold on, I have extra money sitting here for some reason. Did I not put that in properly? I don't know where that came from. All right, I'm going to put that aside until I figure out where that one came from. But she's never had any kind of gymnastics other than she was in gymnastics for 1 year when she was 5. So, cross my fingers that she makes the team. I told her, don't worry if you don't. It's their first year. She can hook up with some of her friends if they make the team, and they can help her through routines and things of that nature so that she'll be ready to go next year. But, y'all, I think she's doing pretty good. So, I'm super excited. Again, it's going to cost a lot of money because if she makes the team, I got to come up with $430 by May, the first week of May, second week of May. So it's going to be a really huge expense. If that happens, then I will have to start putting in a cheerleading tracker and start tracking for cheerleading as well. So just to let you know, Danya is in like every sport known to man that she can get her hands on. She just finished the swim team with a very strong overall. I believe their team came in second, but she had a lot of first place situations with her in her team as well. So with that being said, this will complete what we have for today, y'all. I am still overly exhausted and I'm just tired, y'all. I don't know if it's the season. I don't know if it's my age. I don't know if I'm coming down with something other than allergies. It's just been really, really rough this past week. So I appreciate everybody, checking in on Jaya and me. And I appreciate everybody being patient as we needed to recoup quite a bit this last week and just rest a lot. So hopefully we're back on track. I'm going to try. I can't make any promises, but I am going to try to see if I can get my bill and debt update thrown in here by tomorrow so that I can get a little bit back on track. I did not do our expenses for this past week. So our variable expenses I need to get caught up on as well and get those videos out to you. And then we definitely have more cash stuffing to do on Friday. But now we don't have any more windfall money, y'all. So we are out of windfall money. We're back to smaller amounts. But y'all, the smaller the amount doesn't matter. What matters is that you're putting money away. And what matters is even if it's $1 per envelope, you're still putting money away. And it does add up. And it adds up super duper fast. So with that being said, questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, leave them down in the comment section down below. And we'll catch you in the next video. Until then, Without Limits is out.